What's up, YouTubers? How's it going? You got Daisha here, coming to you from Tigard, Oregon, and in this video I want to talk to you guys about something a little more serious. So I had someone reach out to me and she was like, hey Daisha, me and my friend, we watch your videos all the time, and I was wondering if you could do a video on how to get over losing someone's close to you. We just lost someone recently and I thought it would be a great topic. So I want to talk to you guys about the two different ways that I've personally observed, as well as doing some self-awareness about the two different types of ways that people grieve. And I'm not saying that one is better than the other or that you should do one over the other. It's simply just explaining what these two types of grieving are and you really deciding which one works best for you. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it. As always, make sure to like my Facebook page if you want to keep up to date on my daily dose with Daisha every single day, as well as hitting that subscribe button below if you want to keep up to date on these videos and not miss a thing. So one thing that I wanted to say before we get started into the two types of grieving is make sure that you allow yourself enough time to grieve. So many people will try to cram all of their grieving into a short period of time and they end up bottling up their emotions. Whatever grieving way that you decide when we go ahead and talk about it here in the next few minutes, is just make sure that you allow yourself enough time and you don't bottle up your emotions. Bottling up your emotions is kind of like filling a balloon with air, right? You could fill it with air at first, it seems like everything's just fine, until you get too much air in that balloon and it ends up bursting. And it's the same thing with our emotions. If you allow yourself to bottle up enough emotions, then it's gonna get too much for you, right? You're not allowing them to be expressed. So if you bottle them up so much, it's gonna end up bursting and everything will come out at once. You might end up saying or doing things that you didn't actually mean. So allow yourself enough time and make sure not to bottle up your emotions. All right, let's get to it. All right, so let's talk about the first type of grieving. So the first type of grieving I call the blame and regret grieving. Blame and regret grieving. Now the reason why I call it this is because the people that grieve in this type of way usually try to blame themselves for everything that happened, right? Not only that, they try to focus more on all of the things that their loved one weren't able to do before they left this earth. Now, like I said, I'm not saying that one way is better than the other, but one does provide a different outcome. So grieving in this type of way does two different things. The first thing is if you're consistently focused on all the things that they couldn't do and blaming yourself, then you're allowing yourself to feel more negative emotions than you normally would, right? So the negative emotions tend to increase. And the pain that you're feeling from losing your loved one is also going to increase. And the reason for that is because where focus goes, energy flows, just like Tony Robbins always says. So if you're focused on all the negative things, then of course you're going to start feeling more negative emotions. You're going to start feeling more sad, more upset, trying to blame yourself more and regret all of the things that they weren't able to do or you weren't able to do to stop whatever happened, when really it's not your fault. And the second thing that this does is it prolongs the healing process for you to get over all of that pain, for you to go through the grieving process. It prolongs that process only because the more that you're thinking in that negative way, the more that you're allowing yourself to blame yourself and be in that type of regret type of mindset. All it's gonna do is just build up all of these negative emotions on top of you over and over and over again until it's too much for you. And the weight of all of those emotions and thoughts are too much for you, that you end up finally making some type of change in your mindset or the way that you're thinking about this type of situation for you to finally get over that hurdle. So this is the first type of way. A lot of people do this, right? And I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Some people have to go through extreme, intense emotions for them to finally make that shift inside of their mind. But this is one way. Blaming themselves, regretting every single thing that their loved one wasn't able to do, and prolonging their process, or as I would say, their healing process in getting over this type of thing. So let's go ahead and jump in to the next one. So the second way of grieving. And honestly, this one isn't as common, but I feel like it's way easier, right? Or at least it's easier to get over that hurdle and not be in that dark place for so long. So the second way, I call it the hold and release. The hold and release grieving. Now, the reason that I call it this is kind of interesting, right? So pretty much the concept of it is you allow yourself to fully feel all of the emotions and make yourself aware of the emotions that you're feeling during that time. So after you've lost someone and you start feeling those emotions of sadness and frustration and all these different things, not trying to push the emotions away, right? Not trying to force away the emotions, not trying to battle against it, not allowing yourself to hold them in, but really just allowing yourself to feel the emotions and be 100% aware. Now, awareness is something that people do not practice enough, but it's something that I talk about all the time. If you are more self-aware, it will completely change your life, and even in this type of process. So allow yourself not to try to block out the emotions, so don't try to hold the emotions in, but allow yourself to feel and be aware of the emotions that you're feeling. Once you've done this, and you fully are aware of all the emotions that have been running through you, and that you feel in that specific time, then you want to start reminiscing, right? Reminiscing of all of the great things that you and your loved one did before they left this earth. All of the amazing, wonderful things that you have done. And be grateful for those times. Those times may have never happened, and you're able to be grateful for them now. This is such a powerful exercise, honestly. If you lose someone and you're having a really, really hard time with it, think about all the great things, right? Instead of thinking about the things that you regret, like the other type of way of grieving, you can think about all of the great things. Did they show you how to first ride your bike? Were they the first person that was just super nice to you and really showed you the meaning of compassion, right? Did they inspire you to be better, to do your absolute best in life? Did they inspire you to never bully anyone, no matter how harsh someone is to you? Did they show you the meaning of trust? Did they show you the meaning of love? Did they show you the meaning of joy? What did you learn from that person? What great moments did you have with them? Just think about all of those great times. Not in a bad way, not in a judging way, not in a way where it feels like you're regretting them not being able to do that anymore, but accepting the feelings as to what you're feeling now and reminiscing on all of the great things so you can feel that joy again, that connection with them. It'll allow you to grieve in a little more comfortable of a way, in my opinion, and it'll allow you to get over that hurdle a little bit quicker and not be in such a dark place. Now, if after doing this, you still feel like you're in a dark place, right? I've never met anyone that's gone through this, that has actually done this, that still feels like they're in that dark place. But that doesn't mean that there's anyone out there that hasn't. So if you're still feeling in that way, once you've gone through this exercise, either reach out to me on Facebook, message one of your friends, family members, and really just talk your emotions out, right? If reminiscing by yourself is not helping enough, reminisce with another person. But do not, and I mean do not, come from a place of frustration. Do not come from a place of regret or blame while you're reminiscing if you want to grieve in this type of way. And the reason that I say that is if you're coming from a place of blame and regret, when you're reminiscing, it's not going to be for a positive reason. You're not going to be able to actually do it in the proper way, because that's the different type of grieving, right? If you're doing the different type of grieving, then it works perfect to be in the blame and the regret type of thing if you're allowing yourself to overflow with those emotions. But in this type of grieving, if you come from a place of regret and blame while you're reminiscing, then of course you're never going to be able to get out of that place fast enough. It's not going to be as quick of a process. So allow yourself to accept the emotions that you're feeling in that moment first, and then reminisce. You'll be surprised at how it seems like you were in such a bad mood, a dark time, and being able to reminisce about them. Being able to think about all the good times that you had. You go from being in a dark place to actually being happy, almost as if you're still in the moment with them. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to subscribe to this channel below by hitting the subscribe button. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. Let me know if you're going to be using these as well in the comments section. I would really like to know if this helps for you. Make sure to check out my Facebook page to keep up to date on my daily dose with Daisha every single day. And I will catch you guys next week with another video. Bye for now. Hey there, you stayed until the end of the video. How cool. I just wanted to give you a few more words of encouragement before you leave. Did you know that 98% of people fail right before they're about to succeed? 98% of people, that's insane. So honestly, my words of encouragement to you are just to never give up, right? The only way for you to fail is for you to quit. If you have a passion, if you have a dream that you know that you can succeed at, but you have people that are jealous or envious and people that are just trying to put you down, if you know that it's a good idea, if you're passionate about it, if you know that it's gonna help you and others, don't quit. Stick with it, no matter what anyone says. The people that succeeded in life were the ones that didn't listen to other people. They were the ones that went after their dreams, no matter what anyone else said, even when they thought that they were crazy. So go after your dreams, chase them, and never give up. I'll catch you in the next video. Bye for now.